And then it's time to switch gears into the TV news or streaming or whatever you call the glowing box you're staring into when you're not off staring into other glowing boxes. You know, I'll catch you up on this news so you can get back to your binge, right? So in TV news, it looks like there's a confirmation that we're going to be getting at least one more season of everyone's favorite fungal horror show. Also, in a similar vein, The Man Without Fear isn't quite done cleaning up Hell's Kitchen just yet. And then, speaking of bad decisions, Patty's Pub is coming back for its 17th season, and then there's a couple of things, a crossover event and a crazy guest star. That's technically in the rumor mill, but still weird things going on with It's Always Sunny. And then a few other things in TV. Again, TV is a small section for us this week. This trend of not much going on in TV streaming has me a little worried, but let's talk about the news, shall we? Welcome, nerds, to the Clips channel. What you are about to watch is the TV news that happened this past week since the last time you were here. There is a larger video that this is a part of called The Week in Nerddom. You can go check that out over on the main channel, Generally Nerdy, and you get into all of the topics in that one video. So comic books and music and movies, etc., etc. Or you can just keep coming back here for these shorter versions, which come out a little bit later. So the stuff over on the main channel is going to be a little more up-to-date, a little more relevant, if you will. But either way, you're getting news, and that's the point. And this is the TV news, not like, I'm Tom Brokaw, and that's the way the cookie crumbles. Not that kind of news. We're talking TV news like TV shows and that kind of stuff. So without any further ado, let's hit the news. Follow-ups and corrections. Kind of all we got this week in TV. We do have a trailer to talk about, but let's just hit all of these follow-ups and corrections. First up, The Last of Us. Officially been greenlit for a third season. That's kind of all we got on there. Let's move on. Next up, the Ghostbusters animated show that we've been keeping tabs on that is going over at Netflix has a production studio now in tow. That production studio is Flying Bark Productions, which you may or may not recognize that name. If you do, then congratulations. If you don't, it's because you didn't watch the Rise of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Rise of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and the subsequent movie is the kind of the biggest thing that they are known for. They also did work on the Marvel What If series on Disney+. Also, they're doing work on the new Avatar series, the Aang series for the Avatar Last Airbender continuation. So kind of prestigious. They've got a lot of good nerdy work under their belts. Let's hope that work continues. I don't know, the Rise of TMNT, maybe not the best example, but still. Ghostbusters, super excited. Next is Daredevil Born Again. Speaking of new seasons announced and greenlit, we have season 2 announced. It is set for March of 2026. So presumably they're already into production. Actually, we've already had some leaks of production images from season 2. We're seeing a lot more Matt Murdock in the black suit. Continuing on. Next up is It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. We actually have a big rumor with this show as well, but the update here, the follow-up, if you will, is season 17 premieres on July 9th over on FXX, where it's been for a number of years at this point. And also, there's going to be an Abbott Elementary that show that I don't know that anybody really watches. This is kind of an act of desperation. There's going to be a crossover episode. I don't know the numbers for Abbott Elementary. I just know that It's Always Sunny is vastly more popular. But yeah, there's going to be a crossover episode with Abbott Elementary that has been confirmed for this season. It's a little weird, kind of feels a little Jump the Sharky for me, but it's Always Sunny. It's very strange. Let me just say this kind of nerd rant moment. Very strange that the subversive nature of It's Always Sunny used to be like, oh my God, did this show just get canceled because they're making abortion jokes, to now being accepted into mainstream comedic avenues, that they're having this crossover episode with Abbott Elementary. Like this is a weird concept for me to wrap my head around, but apparently it's happening. So that's what we got. Let's move on. We do have, like I said, we have that one trailer to talk about, which is a new show on Apple TV Plus called Murderbot, starring Alexander Skarsgård. This looks hilarious. It's all about a robot in the future who is programmed, kind of the 3 laws situation with Isaac Asimov, programmed to not hurt people. He has his AI kind of becomes self-aware, and he's able to reprogram himself, and he can do things that you're not supposed to do as a robot. And it looks pretty, like I said, pretty freaking funny. Kind of dark comedy, but still. Will begin airing on May 16th over on Apple TV Plus. Go check out the trailer and then come back and talk to me about it, because I'm gonna watch this. This is gonna be a thing that gets watched. Like I said, no regular ass news this week, but we do have a suggestion. Another show I kind of forgot about until was trying to rack my brain for what we should be talking about. Suggestion this week is Penny Dreadful from Showtime. Didn't find where it is currently streaming, though I'm pretty certain it's currently streaming somewhere. Otherwise, you know, Captain Jack Sparrow and whatnot. But Penny Dreadful, Gothic horror that was on Showtime from 2014 to 2016. I'm talking about the original series, not the second series that was far less good. But the original series went for 2 seasons. Actually, no, I think it was actually 3 seasons. It was shockingly good. Eva Green kind of carried it a little bit. Josh Hartnett, though, really fantastic. And then you get werewolves and vampires and Frankenstein's monster and just this British production. There's so much great I could say about this. It's not a perfect show, but it is damn good. So that is your suggestion for the week. Go find a way to watch the original Penny Dreadful series that, again, aired on Showtime from 2014 to 2016. That is your suggestion for the week. All right, nerds, before we go any further, as per usual, this is the season of the merch push. So go check out the link in the description and you can get yourself one of these gaming nerd shirts. This is the special shirt for the month. It is going to be active for at least 2 weeks. It did take me a couple of days longer. It literally took me like a day and a half longer to get up than anticipated. So it didn't go up until Wednesday when it was supposed to go up on Monday, but you know, things happen. So yes, gaming nerd, your specialty nerd, I think I'm calling them the special nerd shirts. So that's the month of April is this special gaming nerd shirt. I'm pretty proud of this design, not gonna lie. It's more than just the t-shirt like we have on the other ones. We also have the hoodie, we have stickers, we have a coffee mug, there's a metal water bottle so you can put your DUBBY in it and, you know, use that as it's not a great shaker bottle, but it works. So go check out the Generally Nerdy store, linked down in the description, so you can get your specialty deal. I will be running a coupon code. Hopefully I will have that ready by the time I'm editing this so I can put it on the screen. Otherwise, we'll just talk about it next week. Either way, go get your special nerd gaming nerd shirt. Yeah, this is new territory for me in the designing of things, and I'm having fun with it. So go check it out, go get something while you're at the store, and let's get back to the show. Thank you very much, nerds, for tuning in. If you want to level up your nerdy, geeky, pop culture knowledge, then don't forget to subscribe and do all of the things. Go check out the main channel, Generally Nerdy, for the larger portion. Again, you get all of the sections into one convenient video over on Generally Nerdy. The name of the show is The Week in Nerddom. Thank you for checking out this clip. We will see you next time. Before we go, though, always remember that if it's generally nerdy, probably here.